Here's an uncomfortable thing to say in a room full of people who have spent years building SEO strategies. Google is not your friend anymore. It's your competitor. And not in a dramatic, the sky is falling kind of way. It's in a very quiet, very deliberate way. The kind where you don't really notice anything changes until you pull up your analytics one day and realize organic traffic has been sliding for 18 months. And you blame the algorithm every single time. The algorithm didn't betray you. The business model did. And it's Google's business model that betrayed you. And understanding that distinction is the whole point of this video. So today we're talking about zero-click search. This is the shift that is quietly dismantling the traffic model that most brands have been running for the last decade. And most of them have no plan for what comes next. But we do, so stick around. Okay, so for a long time, the internet ran on a simple agreement. You had a question, Google had a list of websites that might answer it. You clicked one, the website got traffic, showed you some ads, maybe sold you something, Google got paid, everybody went home happy. That deal, it's over. AI overviews now appear in over 60% of search results, and Perplexity and ChatGPT collectively handle more than 600 million queries every month, and that number will probably grow by 2 times when this video comes out. And the defining feature of all of these tools is the same. They answer the question directly, right there without sending you anywhere. So you search, how do I reduce customer churn? Google gives you a 5-paragraph answer with bullet points and a tidy summary and a little generated by AI badge at the top. You get an answer, you close the tab. The 15 website that spent years optimizing for that keyword got absolutely nothing. And that is the zero-click search. The answer showed up, the click never happened. Okay, so here's the part that should genuinely concern you and where we're going to kind of focus on today. The old playbook was simple. You ranked for keywords, ranking drove traffic, traffic drove leads or revenue, you optimized the funnel and you scaled, and it worked because Google needed you to make the internet useful. That has now changed. Google is now trying to answer every question itself inside of its own product without ever sending someone to your site. This isn't a side effect of AI. It's the overviews, the strategies. Every answer Google provides itself is an ad impression it controls entirely. And a click to a third-party site, it can't monetize. So the incentive have completely flipped. Now, this does not mean old school SEO is dead. I know that's the hot take right now with AI on the scene, and I know it gets clicks, but I'm not here to sell you that panic. But what it does mean is that the traffic model, the one where you rank and people visit, and that's how growth works, that model has a hole in it, and that hole is getting larger every quarter. And building your entire growth strategy on top of it without acknowledging the hole is genuinely risky. Okay, so we're going to compare 2 types of brands. I've done this in a couple videos. It's real helpful. Brand A built their entire organic strategy around ranking. High volume keywords, long form content, backlinks, technical SEO, the whole infrastructure. And their traffic looked great in 2022. And it has been quietly declining since then. And they keep tweaking the content and wondering why the numbers won't move. Brand B asked a different question. Instead of how do we rank, they asked, how do we become the answer? They built content designed to be extracted and cited by AI. And they structured their site so that AI tools can understand what they do, who they serve, and why they're credible. They show up in AI overviews, in ChatGPT responses, in Perplexity summaries. They are getting recommended in conversations that never touch Google at all. Same category, same budget range, wildly different trajectory. And the difference is not effort, it's orientation. This is the part that most brands skip. And it's the most important part to understand. When ChatGPT or Perplexity or Google's AI overview generates an answer to a buying question, it's not crawling the web in real time and picking whoever ranked the highest. It's pulling from sources that it's already learned to trust. Sources that are clear, specific, consistently cited, and structured in a way that AI can actually parse. And those 4 things are what determines if your brand gets included or ignored. Okay, so first, there's clarity. If your website uses vague positioning language like "we help brands unlock growth," then the AI genuinely cannot categorize what it is you even do, and it doesn't know what you do or who you serve, so it doesn't recommend you. The brands that get cited are the ones that state plainly in plain language exactly what they do and exactly who it's for. Second is the structure. Headers, FAQ sections, clean page hierarchy. AI tools are not reading your website the way a human skips it. They are parsing it like a document, and if the structure is broken or buried under design elements, the content doesn't exist to them at all. The third is how specific you are and the proof that you have. General claims get ignored. Specific proof gets cited. Case studies with real numbers, outcomes tied to real client data that supports a clear positioning. That's when AI uses these signals to assess credibility. We helped an e-commerce brand grow revenue by 750% in 3 months is citable. We drive results for ambitious brands is forgettable. Fourth, third-party mentions. AI models are trained on patterns across the web. If other credible sources, publications, directories, partner sites reference your brand, that reinforces trust in a way your own website never can. This is why PR and genuine thought leadership have become infrastructure investments, not vanity plays. Okay, so we're going to run a quick test. Go to ChatGPT or Perplexity and type in this. I'll wait. What does your brand name do and who do they work with? When it answers that, then ask it this. If someone in your category is looking for your service, who would you recommend and why? If your brand appears in the second answer, you're in reasonable shape. If it doesn't, you have a visibility gap that is costing you a consideration from buyers who decided before they ever opened up Google. And here is the uncomfortable reality about that. Those buyers are not coming back to do more research. They went with whoever AI recommended. Gone, done, the end. What are winning brands doing? Well, the brands navigating this well are not panicking about zero-click search. They are not abandoning SEO. They are just doing something a little smarter. They change the goal from rank for traffic to become the answer. The shift sounds subtle, but it changes almost everything. It changes how they write content, moving the keyword stuff long form to clear, structured question-answering content that AI can extract and cite. It changes how they think about PR, moving from press coverage as a vanity metric to press coverage as an AI trust signal. It changes how they structure their website, moving from that looks impressive to that clearly communicates what we do and why we're credible. And critically, it changes how they think about brand. In a zero-click world, the brands that win are the ones that get recommended by AI when no one else is searching for them. And that only happens when AI has enough clear, consistent, credible information about you to confidently surface your name. Which means brand building is not separate from performance strategy anymore. It is performance strategy. Okay, so let's land this plane. Google used to send you traffic. It still does, but it's sending less of it to fewer sites on fewer queries, and that number is heading in one direction. The brands that are waiting for this to reverse itself are going to be waiting for a while, but the window to get ahead of this is open right now, because most of your competitors are still optimizing for a version of search that is shrinking. Most of them have not structured their sites for AI, and most of them are not building the citation footprints that makes AI trust them. Most of them have not even run the test I just described earlier in this video, which means for the brands that move now, this is not a threat. It's the widest open field in organic marketing in years. So here's where to start. Run the ChatGPT test on your brand today. Audit your homepage for clarity. Can AI explain what you do in one sentence? Add FAQ content to your key service pages and build content that takes real positions backed by real proof. Get cited somewhere other than your own website. A site that ranks but never gets cited is playing only half the game. But a brand that AI won't recommend is invisible in the conversation that's already happened before your buyer even opens a browser. And as I always say, pretty doesn't pay the bills. At 77 Collective, this is the type of infrastructure work that we do with our Launchpad or Visibility Booster engagements. Thanks for watching. Please share this with whoever owns your SEO strategy. Drop a comment. Tell me what ChatGPT said when you ran your test. I genuinely want to know. And we will see you in the next video.